Hey, I'm Kev, and welcome to another episode of the Real World Explosion recaps. And and we're in the third week, and in this episode, we can see that after the fight, Corey says that Jenny will come back to him. No, just because he thinks he's that good. And Jenny was asked by a producer if she would go back with him, and she said she might give him a second chance. So at this point, Jay is walking to the phone booth, and he finds that there's like red paper all over the floor, and it's just a huge mess. And he finds out that it's actually his a list of numbers that he brought from New York, well, the Bronx, and nobody admits to doing this, so the whole house says nobody ripped it, like it wasn't them. So at this point, Jay is mad, but he wants to know who ripped it. That person is gonna have consequences when Jay finds out. So now we get a little scene where Jay is actually opening himself up to Ariel, and he is telling her about his family and the struggles he has. And Ariel is, you know what? Ariel is such a nice person. It looks like she is so nice, and she is there to meet people. She seems so calm. I don't know. I am freaking enjoying this season. It's Jenny's birthday, and I gotta say that, whoa, what a dress that she wore to to the club. And it's funny because right now Corey and her are not in something. They're just not talking that much, but they're not even boyfriend and girlfriend. So they go out to the club, and it's Jenny's birthday, and they're gonna have some fun. So Jenny is dancing like her ass off on the dance floor. She's moving her ass. Her dress is like boing boing boing. Her boobies are going boing boing boing. And she there's guys, and the guys are attracted to her. And one guy was like approached her and like, can I buy you a drink? And she's like, all right. And Corey gets really pissed off because he's like that she was she was disrespecting him. I'm like, okay, you guys are not even nothing. Like the way you disrespected her last week was way worse than the way she's doing it right now, because right now you're nothing to her. Like, you're not a boyfriend, you're not even like a close friend. You guys barely met each other. You guys are roommates, which is different. They get back to the house, and like this scene where Thomas is jumps on his bed, and he actually falls, and Jamie is there, and she is laughing. But before she laughs because the sound guy actually laughed. And this whole new season, it's so different. We get to see much more of the cameras, of the guys filming, of the producers, which is really curious, which is really weird, but I think I'm getting used to it. And I think that moment, it made me laugh because the guy was like, okay, I laughed. So then we have a Jenny versus Corey in an argument, and I feel that this argument is all out of place, and the stuff that Corey said was just not nice at all. Like, I really felt bad because he was just saying, like, he was mad, and he started bringing up the second day, and he was just being like, oh, like, just basically saying, I fucked you the second day, that's what I wanted, that's what I got, and you don't really mean shit to me. That's what I got, that vibe I got from him, and I think that was just so freaking wrong. And Jenny actually was handling it very well. And at what point Ashley comes in, and she's like, whoa, don't talk to her that way, because I really felt that that way that he was expressing himself about Jenny was just so freaking wrong. You never do that. That was just so wrong. So then day, Jenny goes, well, Corey goes back to Jenny, and now they start arguing again. And at this point, Jenny is pissed off, and she wants to slap the shit out of Corey. And you know what? He freaking deserves it, because nobody can talk to a girl like that. That's just wrong. Like, you know what you did, but don't bring that shit up. Like, that's just fucking wrong. Are you serious? Did you guys hear that? Oh god. The next day, this is really funny. Ariel and Jenny are going to the hair salon, and Jenny's just still drunk, and they're in the public transportation, and she's like, we have to get out of this, we have to. And she runs out and pukes in the middle of the in some bushes. At this point, Jay doesn't have his phone numbers, because somebody ripped them, and nobody in the house is confessing to this crime. So at this point, he finally gets in touch with his mom, and it's been 2 days since he talked with his mom. And in the first episode, we learned that his mom has kind of a bad cancer, and he needs to talk to her. And I totally understand, not because of somebody close having cancer, but the way me and my mom are. I think if I had to move away, I would. And plus, being Mexican, it's just different. And I bet he's Italian, and I think we have kind of some similar family culture like that. And he finally gets in touch with his mom, and his mom tells him that she is going back to surgery. So at this point, Jenny and Corey talk, and they're like, you know what, we're gonna leave it as friends. And Jay gets a phone call, and it's his dad, and unfortunately we find out that his mom just passed away. She did not survive the surgery, and I was devastated. I don't know, like, when I see these kinds of TV shows and realities, I don't want to cry, but actually, like, I kind of felt some tears, kind of. And I don't know why, maybe because I was really into the moment. But I mean, I really felt bad for Jay. And then Ariel comes, and she informs the whole house, and it was so the reaction of the whole house was so cool. Like, they were all crying. Well, it doesn't sound right me saying cool, but it was really, like, Jay really appreciated it, and I really appreciated it too, because they were really comforting, and they were like supportive with him. And actually, Ashley's mind is kind of bothered because of the death of Jay's mother, and it's kind of put her in perspective that you only have certain time to live, and you don't know when you're gonna go. So she kind of feels bad about getting drunk and all the stuff she's done, but she is kind of another personality when she gets drunk, because she has Ashley, and she gets drunk Ashley, and she just turns into somebody she isn't. Then in that point, we now discover who ripped the paper, and the person that ripped the paper was Ashley. So just the way that they edited, that they put the whole scenes together in this episode, got me like, whoa, are you serious? I was like, nobody confessed to it, but something told me it was Ashley. Ashley actually did it, but she does not remember because she didn't drunk Ashley. So then, Ariel wants to, like, she wants to survive without having sex, so she needs to pleasure herself. But she's about to go on herself, and then here comes Thomas. But this was really weird, actually. He just stopped there and just said this random ass shit that I was like, are you serious? So Ashley and all of the guys are going out, while Jay is still in the Bronx and he is on the funeral, and we get to meet his ex-girlfriend. And well, the guys are partying in San Francisco, and Ashley gets drunk. And Ashley, before everything happened, well, she said she went to one of the clubs where her friends work, and she got the guys bottles and stuff like that. And she got drunk, and she just gets crazy. And the next day, so funny, she cannot find her purse. She leaves her purse anywhere, and the next day she's freaking crying about it because she can't find her purse. She gets a call from the producer, and she threw it while she was in her tirade in the almost front door. And I thought that scene was so funny because everybody was like, we don't care about her purse. She can find her purse. She's looking in the wrong place. And I really liked the scene where everybody says no in their confessionals, in their little interviews about ripping the papers. Like, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. It wasn't me. I thought that was so funny too. So Ariel is bringing her ex because she needs some action, and she is cooking for her. And finally, her ex comes, and her name is Ashley. Well, guess what, guys? She is looking beautiful. I mean, whoa, this girl is so freaking cute. She's gorgeous. So the rest of the guys, they they leave the house, and they are going to a party in a club. And Ashley, throughout the whole episode, she's kind of like feeling she doesn't belong there. She doesn't want to be there. She is just over the whole thing. She stays with her boyfriend in the club, and everybody goes back home. At this point, Ashley is gone. She doesn't come back, and Jenny wakes up, and all her stuff were there, but she is not there. So at this point, Jay comes back from the Bronx, and everybody goes to the airport. It would have been so funny if they would have told Jay that Ashley was out, and this new Ashley is gone for 3 days. And nobody seems really to care about if she's gone, if she's not. And Jay gets a call, and it's Ashley, and she actually wants to come back to her, but she wants to know if everybody was okay with it. And I'm like, dude, you just come back, just freaking come back. Like, you don't have to be telling people to vote if you want to come back. Just go and come back, finish the season, and go home if that's what you want. Like, don't. Why would you want to vote? Like, so she tells Jay to make a vote, but Jay calls back to her, and he's like, well, you didn't appreciate the whole experience, da, 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 da. So the vote was, no, we don't want you to come back. And I'm like, at this point, that's just wrong. They just should have let her come in. And you know what, like, whatever, she got picked for a reason, right? I don't know, but she did leave for 3 days, and she's not appreciating what it was handed to her. And I think she deserved the second chance, even though they already gave her one. But I mean, come on. I gotta say, next week is gonna get good because the exes are coming back. And that's it for today's episode. One less Ashley gone. And thank you for watching. Tell me what you think in the comments. If you want, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and all those stuff. So thank you for watching. So see you later, alligators, and bye bye.